We all love our patio doors, right? They let in so much light and connect us to the outdoors. But here's the thing, they can also be the weakest link in your home's security. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through a locksmith's guide to turning that potential vulnerability into a real strong point. Let's jump in.
So let's just start with the biggest question of all. Is your patio door a security risk? It's so easy to just, forget about it. But an old, stiff, or worn-out lock can be a pretty clear invitation for trouble. We're going to figure out if your door is basically screaming for help, and more importantly, what you can do about it.
Okay, so first things first, let's play detective. We've got to spot those warning signs. Think of it like this. Your door is probably already trying to tell you that it needs help. You just need to learn how to speak its language. So let's decode those signals.
And you know, what's wild is how simple these signs are to spot once you know what you're looking for. For instance, if you have to do that little dance, jiggle the handle, shove the door a bit, just to get it to lock, that's a huge red flag for misalignment and a serious security flaw. Lost keys? Well, that's an obvious one, but so is visible rust or damage, because that stuff just eats away at the strength of the whole mechanism. And if that multi-point system feels kind of flimsy, it means it's not creating a tight seal, which makes it way easier to force open.
So, are you nodding along right now? If any of that sounded a little too familiar, then yeah, it is definitely time to take action. Just recognizing you have a problem is the first, most important step. So let's keep going and figure out how to fix it.
All right, moving on to Section 2, choosing your new lock. And don't worry, this isn't nearly as intimidating as it might sound. We're just going to break down the most common types so you can figure out exactly what you need to seriously upgrade your security.
This table lays it all out for us. First up, the multi-point lock. This is pretty much the standard now for those modern UPVC doors. You know, the common white vinyl ones? You lift the handle and bam! Bolts shoot out into the frame in multiple spots. Super secure. Then you've got the Euro cylinder, which is that familiar little barrel lock you see in the handle. Its biggest advantage is just how easy it is to upgrade. And for those heavier aluminum or wood doors, hook bolts are an absolute game changer. They literally hook into the frame, making it almost impossible to just lift the door off its tracks.
Okay, if you've got one of those Euro cylinder locks, you have to know these three terms. They're like security superpowers. Anti-snap means a burglar can't just wrench it and snap it in half. Anti-drill means it's got hardened steel pins inside that will destroy a drill bit. And anti-bump protects against a sneaky lockpicking technique. Seriously, getting a cylinder with these features makes a night and day difference.
And hey, here's a super simple but really effective tip, especially if you have an older sliding door. Get a security bar or a clamp. It's low cost, it's easy, and it adds another massive physical barrier. Even if someone gets past the main lock, they still have to deal with this. It's a classic security trip for a reason, it just works.
Okay, so we know the problems, we know what to buy. Now let's talk about actually getting the job done. This is Section 3, Gearing Up. And trust me, a little prep work makes all the difference and ensures you get it right the first time.
And here's what you'll need. See? Nothing too crazy here. A few screwdrivers, your shiny new lock, a tape measure, and that lubricant is super important. We'll get to why in just a minute. For a lot of folks, this is a totally doable DIY project. You just need to get your tools lined up first.
Okay, everybody, lean in. If you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, make it this. You have to measure the cylinder perfectly. Why? Well, if the new lock sticks out, even a tiny bit from the handle, a burglar can grab it with a tool and just snap it right off. I'm serious. Getting this wrong makes your door weaker, not stronger.
All right, we are on the home stretch now. Let's wrap up with some simple but high-impact pro tips. These are the professional habits, the little things that locksmiths know will keep your locks working smoothly and securely for years and years to come.
Think of this as a quick annual checkup for your door. First, lubricate. A little graphite spray once a year does wonders. Second, clean those tracks. All that dust and gunk puts a real strain on the whole mechanism. Third, and this is a big one, always test the lock before you tighten the screws all the way down. And last but not least, be honest with yourself. If this feels like it's over your head, just call a local locksmith. There is absolutely no shame in that game. A bad DIY job is way worse than leading it to a pro.
And really, this is what it's all about. This isn't just about keeping people out. It's about your quality of life, right? A good, secure lock means no more fighting with a sticky handle, no more drafty, rattling doors. It's just that quiet, confident feeling you get knowing your home is properly protected. It's such a small upgrade that makes a huge difference every single day.
So we're going to leave you with this one last question to chew on. Your lock is now a fortress. Awesome. That is a huge win. But what about the rest of the door? The glass in it? The frame itself? You see, a strong lock is absolutely the right place to start. But real security, well, that comes from looking at the whole picture.